Bilirubin. Okay, so bilirubin we've talked about earlier when we were looking at the color. What color is that going to give you your urine? Well, that for the most part will be your yellow. Now, the discussion here for dipstick bilirubin detects conjugated bilirubin. But Dr. Raj, I thought you just told me that you find bilirubin in your urine and in your stool. You even told me to take a look at my stool from this morning, which you said was brown. Yeah, that's exactly what I told you. But why did I tell you to do that? Because that type of bilirubin is your urobilin or your stercobilin. Is that the conjugated bilirubin? No. So at this point, if you feel completely lost about bilirubin metabolism, guess what? This would be a good time for you to review your bilirubin biochemistry. We don't have time right now. So I'm telling you this. If you find conjugated bilirubin in your urine, this is a problem. This is a pathology. So now let me give you a differential. What if you had liver damage? What if you had some type of obstruction known as cholelithiasis? Saying that 3 times fast. That's actually kind of fun. Do it. Cholelithiasis. Or you have liver damage. Isn't that fun? Come on now. Let's have fun with our information. So now you cannot. Now listen. Now we get serious. That bilirubin now has been conjugated. You know the conjugating enzymes are in the liver. You know about UGT or UDP-GT. It's all the same thing. But it undergone the process of glucuronosyltransferase. Okay, so if you're conjugating in the liver and you don't have an enzyme supply problem in the liver, then you are conjugating your bilirubin. Are you not? Yes, you are. That conjugated bilirubin should end up in the bile and then eventually in the intestine. And then through the process of bacteria and such will then form your different types of bilirubin, either urobilin or stercobilin. And that should end up in your stool and your urine, respectively. But what if you couldn't get that conjugated bilirubin out into the bile? What are you forced to do? What did I tell you earlier? How do you get something in your urine? It has to be filtered from the plasma. Are you picturing that? It has to be filtered from the plasma. If you just have something in the intestine, I'll give you the stool, but it won't be in the urine. How is that? Your kidney doesn't filter the intestine. It filters plasma. So conjugated bilirubin, if it's forced to go into the blood, either due to obstruction or maybe liver damage, then what are you going to find in the urine pathologically? Are we clear now? It has to be conjugated bilirubin. But Dr. Raj, why not unconjugated bilirubin or indirect bilirubin? Because that'll give you your discoloration, yellow skin. That's jaundice because it's lipid soluble. So in order for you to understand the significance of conjugated bilirubin here, you must understand the biochemistry and physiology for all this to come together. Let's continue. Bilirubinuria, viral hepatitis, obstructed jaundice. Voila! There's your differentials. But guess what? You already predicted that because that's exactly what we discussed. You can't memorize this. How many times have I said this now? But it takes time to understand. But don't get frustrated. Keep coming back. A tidbit, just a little bit, every single day. Consistency. Digest it. Trust me, it'll become a part of you. Urobilinogen. Normal to have trace amounts. Normal urine color is due to, there it is, urobilin. Are you seeing this? Now, more importantly, urobilin is different from our previous discussion just now of conjugated bilirubin. They're different. Conjugated bilirubin to you, pathology, differentials. Oh, maybe there's liver damage. Oh, maybe there was obstruction. Urobilinogen, yeah, the urobilin should be normally present in your urine, stercobilin in your stool. Now, absent urine urobilinogen increases, or if you have absent urine urobilinogen, you're thinking about obstructive jaundice. And if you find increased urine bilirubin, okay, see, do you see as to how these terms sound very much alike? Urobilinogen, its trace amount should be normal. Bilirubin should not. If you're obstructed, give yourself an example, such as a stone. If you have a stone in your biliary tree, can I get my bilirubin into my bile? No, you cannot. Where are you forced to go into? Tell me. I need this from you. You're forced to go into your blood. You're forced to go into your plasma. Who is? The bilirubin is. So if you find increased bilirubin, that's just not good. Obstructed jaundice. Example, something like cholelithiasis. Next, increased urobilinogen, absent urine bilirubin. What's this mean? Extravascular hemolytic anemia. Wow. What are we going on? What are we doing here? We're putting out, this is an excellent place of complete integration of various systems as we're seeing. Give me an example of extravascular hemolysis. Who's this patient? Young African-American boy, running, likes to play, is on the track team. While running, all of a sudden stops and feels pain in the chest and in the fingers. You take a look at your patient. Well, the patient, kind of difficult to find a jaundice, but right around the eyes, there's icterus in the mucosa. Icterus. Who's your patient? Sickle cell disease. I gave an African boy who's running, feeling pain in the chest, pain in the fingers. What is this called? It's called occlusive crisis, microvascular occlusive crisis, acute chest syndrome. What's this called in the hand? The pain. Ouch! Dactylitis. Is this intra or extravascular hemolysis? Take your time. The spleen is destroying the RBCs in great abundance. This is extravascular hemolysis. Another one that would also fall into the category of extravascular, take a look at your example, hereditary spherocytosis. Two differentials for extravascular. What's happening here? You are releasing your RBC and its bilirubin in great abundance. This bilirubin, unconjugated, ends up in the skin. It gives you jaundice, no doubt. This vast amounts of bilirubin also will arrive at the liver. You're going to conjugate this. Look at this. Any problems with the liver and extravascular hemolysis? No. Maybe I have issues in the spleen later on. That's a different discussion. But the liver is conjugating. Everything that it's getting, it's trying to conjugate. So therefore, how much urobilinogen do you have in your urine? Increased. Do you have obstruction with extravascular hemolysis? Yes or no? No. So therefore, you have absent urine bilirubin. Your objective at this point, stop here for a second, and I need you to take a look at this discussion with the discussion right above where we talked about absent urine urobilinogen and increased urine bilirubin. Do you see as to how after 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours of taking an exam, you're on your rotation, you are tired. You might be tired now, and I've only spent, 15 minutes with you. And then on that 6th hour, you're supposed to think like this, where all your terms should be absolutely perfect? Yeah. That's how alert you need to be. Is it stressful? It is. But you need to spend time, is what I'm saying, and understand this. Let's continue. Increased urine urobilinogen, increased urine bilirubin. This would be a mixed picture, and this would be something like hepatitis. So this would be another section of urobilinogen and walking through the different components that becomes a really important discussion. Take a look at that second column. What's this category? Discussion. You notice it doesn't say memorization. Is that clear? That's what these are. These are discussions. And once you get these down, you can have a conversation with any doctor at any point in time, and you will not feel foolish.